Okay, so re-recording. Man, that last video was really low quality. My settings were for like taking long videos. Anyway, this is my game Supernova Remnant. I developed this game completely from the ground up and focused mainly on the coding. It's going to be I'm focused on making like a prototype. It's all about the gameplay. Now, of course, I want it to look good, but to compare this to, let's say, a AAA game, I mean, those games, they cost hundreds of millions of euros. I'm making this on my own, so I hope that you keep this in mind. This is just made by one guy in his spare time. So what have I done? What you see here is one of the universes or one of the solar systems in my game. At the moment I have about 10 different solar systems. As you can see, there are these areas in the game that you can travel to, and some of them have, like you see the numbers, those are jump gates to other solar systems, and some of them don't have that. You can just like go there and have a look. Here I'm going into what's it called, hyperdrive or whatever you want to call this. This will speed up. Oops, I just bumped into something. As you can see, it was a big hit. So yeah, you can shoot. You have these areas. I mean, it's a bit over the top, I know, but yes, at the moment I'm just doing it for my own personal enjoyment. I'm not thinking too much about what it would be for other people. Maybe I have to tone it down a little, but yeah, maybe I will get some feedback from videos like this, or maybe people even like this kind of over the top stuff that I'm doing right now. But I'm just experimenting, seeing how far I can take things. And yeah, like I have 10 systems. Some systems are a bit more subtle, some systems are a bit more loud. They're all very different with colors and atmosphere. And they're all these asteroid fields, they're randomly generated. Here you see an asteroid just crashing through this asteroid field. Yes, I can shoot the asteroids, and they will give me power-ups. Well, let me just slow down a little bit. Okay. So they will give me power-ups. You see little blue cores flying at me. Those are things that I'm harvesting from these asteroids. They're gems, there could be metals. At the moment it's just one type. There will be multiple types later on probably, but for now at least it's a prototype. So I'm just trying. Here's an asteroid coming by, so it's with a nice little green trail there. It's just to give you more I just want to make this space as interesting as possible. Let me pick up the speed a little bit. So yeah, there are nebulas. Now some, I mean, the nebulas are pretty over the top right now. Probably I will make more. Oh, I'm being attacked. So there are enemies here. These are like ships in this area that are like yeah, doing their stuff, and you get into fights with them. Let me pick up the speed a little bit. Now I'm working also on a multiplayer version, which is kind of working right now, but that's still in development. So turning this single player version into a multiplayer version, and I'm really focused on coding, not much on the looks of it, although I try to do my best in making it look at least a little bit interesting, because that is you know, then at least I can show people what I'm working on and in what direction it's going. But it's still very basic. Here's another asteroid crashing into the asteroid field. Okay, let's quickly go to I mean, this is I did a version of very low quality version, but this version is high quality, so I'm gonna run out of hard disk space on my PC if I don't watch out, so I have less time to talk about it. And my main goal with the prototype is to prototype a fully functioning game that is enjoyable to play, and things like I said, like things like graphics and details and all those things. It's still the prototype level, so don't compare this to like a AAA game or anything. It's I mean, this everything can be upgraded to higher levels, and you know, I mean, I do like the ship that I'm flying right now. It is kind of the thing that I would like to have in the finished game, so I'm pretty fine with that. But there are going to be multiple ships probably, and of course multiple enemies and everything. So here, oh, you see there's a little power up here. This is the legendary version, so this has the most powerful drops the most powerful items. At the moment it's mainly the gems that everything has been dropping. The gems power up the weapon. Now, oh yeah, I can try and shoot it. There's another drop off, another item there. Let's see. Yep. So there were some gems that were rewarded. Well, here you can see there are other boxes I can shoot. Okay, let's go to another system. Like I said, I have 10 systems. Right now, you randomly go to another system. Okay, you can see the nebulas are pretty out there. Pretty. I want to keep it interesting, but you can see there's a lot of different. This has a completely different vibe, different colors, different. Sadly, no different music. It's been really hard to find better music than I have right now. The music is going to be very important, of course, in this game, because I think it can really take you on an emotional experience. But this music kind of goes a long way. And yeah, like I said, I'm experimenting with the nebulas, and the nebulas are like the gases that are in this area, in this asteroid field. The asteroid fields for now, they have certain items, so you have gases or dust, space dust, that is everywhere, of course. And you have all the asteroids. Now the asteroids, they break up into small parts, and so you always, like, look at this, you always have this interesting environment that's being created. It's completely random, so every asteroid field can have a different feel. And keep in mind, I only had like 1 full month of full-time development on this, because of course I had other things to do, and you know, even having just 1 full-time month on this was a bit of a luxury that I took for myself, because I thought it was important, and I had the ability to do it. I wish I had more like these moments where I can just work on this full-time. Like I said, the moment I'm making it, it's gonna be multiplayer, and yeah, there's so much things to work on, so much things to do. You will be able to go through different systems, and every system will have its own randomly generated feel and look. Like you see, this is completely different system that we just teleported to, with different nebula. This nebula, it looks a bit like there's some electricity or some kind of like something going on here where the colors are changing, and I'm trying to look for interesting effects, and Um, the only thing is that the more time I put in things like that, the less time I have to develop like um, new basic workings of the game. And to have a complete game, there needs to be a lot of basics going on. Like you see here, I can fly the ship around, I can power it up, I can, like you see here, the jets coming out of the system. You can see the star field around it speeding up, and of course you can slow it down. You can even go backwards. Here I'm flying backwards. Yeah, of course, the weapons, they're pretty simple, but like I can make everything look better. But the more I make things look better, less time I have in developing other things. So like right now I'm trying to get to the multiplayer working, and so I can this game can be enjoyed as for a whole group. So, and there's so much work to be done still, but it's basically a fully working game. Like I said, you have different environments being generated. While I'm talking, let's try and see if I can go and have a look at another system. So in the corners you will see different green text that will give you an idea in which direction you have to go to find one of these systems. Here you see the system is 32,000 units away from here. Let's jump in that direction. Now without this navigation you would be completely lost. You would not know where to go. And this navigation also will be important in finding your enemies, your friends, other things that you have to go to. So if you don't have these waypoints, you will be flying completely blind. And the good thing is also you can see the distance to how far it is. It's a bit hard to see green on green here. And also you have to not jump too long, because you will over jump. Okay. Okay, we're getting closer now. Now there's some frost on the screen, and a lot of you can see glares. Now this is going to be a bit hard to find here, because there's some weird stuff going on in this nebula. The game at the moment, it is this is a new system. We haven't seen this in this video yet. Oh, there's just a pop-up of like a health bar on the top, and there is the enemy. This is like the big end boss that you have to fight. It's pretty good at finding you wherever you are. Now at a certain distance it might not see you, or it might leave you alone, but usually it will find you. And I try to make it visually enticing and make it look visually good, but it's not that. My main priority is on developing the code base, developing new features like this health bar on top, and the ability to fight the enemies, and the enemies to fight me, and to make it in a really in a working game, and not just something that looks good. It would be very boring if all you could do is just fly around and watch these asteroid fields. Although I mean, I enjoy it a lot. I think that's the main fun in this game, just enjoying beautiful surroundings, like going through beautiful nature and just enjoying that. But yeah. Oh, there are some enemies here. These are dropped off by the box. They make a little bit of noise when I come close. I don't know if you can hear it. You can hear the electricity crackling. Now they do a little bit of damage to me. You can see that my health bar on the bottom of my ship has appeared. It will disappear if I'm full health, but because I want no clutter on the screen, so it's really, you get information when you need it, and I don't want this to be a micromanagement game. I don't think that's really what you want in a game. It's so easy to spend like hours on like in your inventory and that kind of stuff, and that's what I want to, one of my design things that I want to stay out of. So I can fly away now and I will start to heal up, and then the health bar will disappear. Here, so let's have a look. Let's do a jump. I'm gonna crash into something. No, okay, good. Now there's a certain distance where those enemies can. Here you can see my health bar going up right now. Now I'm full health. My health bar just disappeared. And this is the kind of coding that I'm doing to make this into a playable game. Now the box is catching up with me. So are my enemies. I don't know if you saw them. I saw them here somewhere here. They will probably catch up with me real soon. Yeah, there they are. So they catch up with me. I wasn't far enough for them to like to lose my tail on them. I don't even know. I'm not even sure anymore. The code I've been working on was some time ago. So, but yeah, the distance between me and them does play a big role. So, okay, let's go have a look. Let's see if we can find another system, because I might run out of hard disk space and the video will have to end. So, but yeah, I need this to be a bit higher quality, because the last video was really low quality. And so this is a bit of a sandbox game. Yeah, sure, you can upgrade you can level up your weapons, and like every time you shoot something or do something, you will get these power-ups. So it is in that way a functioning game. Like you see, they already catch up with me, but now I'm gonna jump to another location. But the box is still is already here. It's like it just doesn't leave me alone. The box will go away and come back, and it will only stay so long. So it's not like it's constantly there. And you can choose to fight it, or you can choose to like run away. But the thing is that it will drop those enemies on you. Here you can see it was closing in on me really fast, but now it's choose to just keep a little bit of distance. Now I can go close in on it and shoot it. It will take a lot of hits, and like I said, when you power up, the power of your weapons will be upgraded and you will do more damage to it. So it could be probably smart, instead of just fight it, spend lots of time fighting it, you could just like level up your weapons, and then in the end you would... this is the... Again, here's the title again. Let me see. Probably should turn that up. That's another thing that I need to program in, because yeah, this is the first level. So on the first, the starting system, it has my credits. Probably shouldn't show that every time, but although why not? But yeah, probably have to take that, remove that the second time. But like I said, there's so much to program and so much to do. I have so many ideas. And the main thing is, I'm always working on two things. One, make it like more beautiful, more fun, and for me it's a visual experience. It's like an art piece. You saw this asteroid explode, and that's kind of how these asteroid fields are made. The asteroids just bump into each other, and then you have these like paintings of randomized items going everywhere, and it's all randomly generated, and that's main part of my code. So every system, and there's still stuff. I mean, this is just the basics. This is just the start. There's gonna be so much more in this game than just this, but I needed to get the basics working to at least start working on more complex things. So and I think we have much of the basics going. You can shoot things, you can get damage, there are power-ups, there are like loot boxes, there are enemies drop loot boxes. Like if you would destroy this big box, there will be a huge amount of loot boxes being dropped that you can pick up and will make you a lot stronger. And but yeah, for me, I just enjoy just drifting through space, just flying through space, enjoying, like I said, for me it's just like an art painting. Just enjoy all the crazy colors and the crazy looks that I've made. Now maybe I should tone it down a bit and make it a bit less over the top. I don't know if some people would enjoy having only the option to go through asteroid fields with these kinds of nebula and these kinds of colors. So here, let me see if I can go to another system again. This was the system we're in right now. It was new compared to what we've done before in this video. Let me see if we can go to another one. I have like 10 different systems right now that you can visit, and I could make hundreds. Literally, it would be very easy to put hundreds in, but like I said, I'm working on a prototype, so every time like I would have a new thing, I have to already now, sometimes I change one thing and then I have to change it 10 times for each system. So let's go a bit slower. Oh, there's a little enemy here that found me because I came too close. This was something that's just flying around. Here you see another Dropbox. Another loot case. This is a rare case. Let me see if I can shoot it. Yep. So you have legendary cases, rare cases, and that kind of stuff. Now you have some weird letters here. I'm just experimenting with this one we've been through. So let's go to another one. Even though I have only like 10 different systems, of course, most of the fun is going through these different systems for me, and just I hope that people who will try this game out will also enjoy the different systems. And maybe you will find, I mean, right now there's not a star map where you can really, like, it's random, but there will be a star map. There's nothing I have to program in. There'll be a star map, and then you can just choose. You probably put a base down somewhere, and then we found another system here. So this system, you can see it's a lot darker. It's a bit more realistic when it comes to how dark space is. But then again, I put some really purple sun in here. That's putting a lot of purple light on it. So to keep it, and this nebula is pretty powerful also. Maybe for this system I want to tone that down a little bit. Like I said, like some of the things, like the nebulas, the last time I worked on these nebulas, I had to do 10 of them for each system, and I did that in a couple of hours. So you can see that the nebulas can still have a lot of work done to them to make them more diverse and more attuned. Right now, if I would work on the nebulas, I'd probably tone this nebula down a little bit, because I think the this system with has a big dark, it's dark and light, and it's a bit over, and it has a lot of purple, black and purple you see here on the asteroids, and it's being overshadowed by maybe a bit too powerful nebula. I'm not sure, but maybe you like it. Maybe you can leave comments about maybe people really like these kind of things. Now here you can see a little bit of light around that thing there, and that's another pickup, that's another loot box. Imagine there being ships like this ship that's attacking right now being destroyed and then losing their loot boxes. So there you can find random loot boxes in these asteroid fields. There's a lot of activity in the asteroid fields and a lot to do, and a lot of things to shoot and pickups. So here's another enemy that's attacking me. It's not doing much damage. It is doing some damage because I can see my my health bar, but it's probably very low. But I mean, I can shoot it too. It will drop loot boxes. I think I should be able to shoot it. Right now, I would probably change I use the mouse cursor for aiming. Right now, it's just shooting straight from where I'm flying, so it can be a bit hard to hit something. But I don't want to make it too easy. I want to go back to like the old dogfights of World War I, where you could spend like 30 minutes chasing your enemy, trying to hit it. Well, maybe 30 minutes, maybe like a bit less, maybe like 10 minutes, or you know, where it would be a serious dogfight. Oh, there's the big box again. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it just it disappears after a certain time, so it's not always there. Okay. And these are things that still need to be worked out. I don't even know. I just wanted to have like a final enemy, a big boss to fight, maybe even with a group. Like once this is multiplayer, it will be good to fight the big box together. Give it even more health points. And there's the big box again. Have we seen this? Have we seen? Wait a minute. Do I see? I don't see the big. No, I don't think we've been to this universe yet, because I don't see the big planet. Yeah. So this one has a bit more subtle colors. Let's go to an asteroid field, and there will be like things to do, like stories to follow, people that you can connect with, people that you can help or need help, or storylines that you need to follow. Of course, this is all going to be part of having a full game and developing your own character, developing your own storyline, having probably multiple ships or bases on bases that you can build up. And oh, look at this asteroid exploding there. So this is really a completely randomized thing. Look at all those asteroids, how they are like pretty. Wow, man, that's pretty amazing. That asteroid just hit me, and yeah, it's like flying through a painting. All the colors, and you know, I'm an artist, I'm a painter, so this is the closest I will get to making like modern art. Like, I don't know if you know Rothko. Rothko is a painter that works also with beautiful colors, and he makes huge paintings that you have to see up close and look at, and yeah, you just get engulfed by the colors and how they all work together. And that's kind of what I guess that is closest to what I'm doing here. yeah, every look, if time I switch position, it's like a little new painting, you know, with all the different effects going on. And yeah, and probably as I go along there'll be more subtlety. These are really over the top, really over the top. And then I think there will be, because there's gonna be a lot of diversity when it comes to like how I mean, these are like 10 systems that I have, and like there will be like, well, basically they're randomly generated, so there'll be limitless amounts of systems. They will all have different looks. Now there are only so many colors in the color. I can't invent new colors, but you can play around with color combinations and all this stuff, music, sound, and you can generate a lot of different experiences. And even with like this experience is pretty over the top. I can do there'll be more subtlety, there'll be more subtle systems to be in, more realistic. But I mean, I'm a bit of over the top guy. I'm really enjoying the light effects and yeah, what's going on. I mean, if you look at the asteroids, they're like red and blue, and they have all these effects going on. So let's see if we are lucky enough to find an. I think I'm gonna run out of hardest space at this high quality level that I'm recording, but let's see how far I can get with this. Now there are shadows. You can see that the asteroids are very reddish. That's because there's a reddish shadow going on in this system. And as you get closer to this, oh, my bullets are still on. As you get closer to the system, wow, this looks pretty. I mean, this nebula, it looks pretty nice. Like I said, like last time, one of the last things I did was work on the nebulas, and some of them I have been around for a long time. I was okay. I have to show you guys some other fields too. I think we haven't been to this one in this video. So I've made a video with low quality earlier, but this video hopefully will show it a lot better. Yeah, I mean, this one has pretty weird nebulas, or I don't even know if they should still call them nebulas. It's a bit of like a matrix effect with all the letters, and it has these reflective, it's reflecting stuff, and it's hard to even know what you're seeing. But like I said, like I like it. It's very shiny and because it's reflecting some, yeah, there's all these reflections going on, but it's really over the top. And like I said, like this is 1 month of development, guys. 1 month of full-time development where I was able to work for like 30 days, like the whole day from morning till evening on it. And every day I put in something new, and every day I want to get closer to, and this is from the ground up. So this is, I had to everything that's in this I had to program in. Okay, I think we've been to this system already. Let's quickly jump to another one. Like the effects, all the effects I had all the effects, get them working. These jumps through space. And both working on the look of it and making it look good and making it work as a real game. So again, very over the top effects going on here. Okay, I bumped into something that, okay, again back to the I mean, it's gonna be, this is random. In the beginning it went through from it, I went from system to system, but then I made it, I randomized it, and now I'm stuck with it being randomized. But yeah. Yeah, you can see some space debris going on here. Space system, or space. Okay, let's go into this. And there's so much to develop in this game. Yeah, we've been to this one. Yeah, it's a random. So that's something that I could work on next time. When I have time to work on this, once the multiplayer part of it works a little bit better. I have a multiplayer version of this, and it is working. You can join with multiple people. You can join this game, and then fight each other, and you can do damage to each other. Okay, I just bumped into that. Yeah, I mean, it can be very disorientating space. Once it can be very disorientating. Man, these words. Disorienting. Okay, let's see. But I want to keep it as real space in real space. Space is three-dimensional. You can go up and down. I mean, when you're on a planet, you always have the floor and the sky. There's no floor and sky in space. It's going to be tough finding some new, getting to the other, one of the other systems that I made. But I'm still recording, so okay. Well, the green one. The green one gives me really like an underwater feeling. I like it a lot. Although with this new nebulas, they really are stealing the show. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, might as well just keep trying to find more, show more of those 10 systems that I have. And yeah, I hope you like what I've done with this ship. I've given it a lot of thrusters. So I think it has 8 of them. Yeah. And like I said, I have to work. This is a game that is... it has a budget of 0. Like, I'm just making this on my own, using whatever assets I can use. I'm really focused on the code. And I was able to find a nice spaceship and use it for this. And it looks pretty. It looked like something that I would use for a game like this. It looks pretty advanced. If I would, if the prototype would be completely working, I would, and maybe I could even like, it would, I could look at like putting more in it, you know, putting more advanced things in it, and maybe buy some assets like spaceships and other things to make this more of a more interesting world universe to go around in. But for now I have to work with what I have and really focus on the code. and I would love to have better music. The music, I mean, this still is a nice placeholder, but like I said, like every system has its own colors, its own feel, and it would be great if every system would have like music to accompany it, that like complements that, and give you not only visually you would go to another system, but also the sounds of that system would be different. And well, I can hear like a little enemy there. And like I don't even have like jumping sounds like when I jump. So there's still so much to do. There's really a lot to do, but yeah, you can only work at one thing at a time, you know. So these jump gates always have pretty powerful nebulas around them, so it can be hard to navigate into these jump gates. And then some of them are pretty blinding. That is not something that is purposely done, it just happened to be like that. I might have to change that because I find it hard to go through the jump gates at the moment, because I'm completely blinded by the nebulas. But yeah, that's like another thing. If I'm testing the game, that's how I find out what works and what doesn't work in this game, and what I like and what I want more of and less of. So so even making this video, I'm picking up on some things, and like I said, I have such a long list of things I have to work on and improve on. Like I said, I need like oh, you look at this thing flying in front of me. I could really use like a system map where instead of just randomly going to some location, I would actually can choose a location. Another thing that would be good is some storyline, something to. Already I have some story. There's some storyline coming up where some guys start talking to you, telling you to get out of his system and his asteroid fields and whatever, and threatening you, and then you talk back to him like you're not impressed and stuff. And that's a bit of a storyline that could be more developed, why you could actually have choices in that, and where you would have there will be challenges where you have to fight that person, and yeah, there could be complete storylines in that. Again, things like that are a lot of programming. So and it really goes into where do you want to go with. I just keep going through the same systems. I swear I have 10 systems. Why I'm not going to the other systems? Anyway, so but yeah, so being able to go to having a map, having a story system, and then also when you have a story, you need a system where people can do objectives. You know, things like, hey, can you get? I need, like, oh, we need a vaccine, or oh man, that's a bad choice. We need a we need food. We're out of food. Can you bring us some food or something? Or oh, we're being attacked by these pirates. Can you help us fight off the pirate? That kind of stories, and of course. It would be great to really start making interesting stories, and I've always been a bit of a writer. I love thinking of like science fiction stories and that kind of stuff, and yeah. Okay, I'm doing some really bad flying here. But I'm talking and flying, that makes it harder. But I hope you like what you see. I hope you like what I'm making, that the video, it makes you look like, hey, this is a game that I would like to play, and would like to a universe I would like to see more of and see develop. At the moment I'm busy with job interviews and stuff, but I will keep working on this when I do have time, and at least work on the prototype, and because yeah, it's just a lot of fun, and it's a nice challenge. And I got into programming because I'm a very visual person. I love, like I said, I'm an artist. I like creating artworks, and this is like a digital artwork. It's like a digital interactive piece of art, and creating these universes, these asteroids fields, these yeah, it's a very creative thing. It's really what I love doing. So yeah, I think I'll enjoy that. I'm not lucky with getting new universes here. How many have we seen? Like 5 or something? I should have more than these. Anyway. But yeah, at least it gives you some time to babble on about my game, and give you a bit of more idea what I'm doing. Wow, I really went over that one. Let's go to the next one. I'm traveling at really high speeds here when I'm doing the jump. Okay, this is better. And the thing is, I could play with these nebulas for weeks and make it more beautiful. The thing is, I also have to work on the game and make it actually an actual playable game, and then I can, while I'm doing that, I spend more time on making it look better. And for what it is, for something that is made by one person in 1 month, I must say I'm really happy what I've been able to do, and just imagine I had like a AAA budget. But yeah, I don't, so I just have to work on the prototype and yeah, some flashy effects, trying to get at least some kind of experience out of it, and be very creative. Yeah, I hope you like this game. Let me try one more jump, and then I think, I mean, the video might end at any moment because of the restrictions of my hard disk. But I'm thinking of like maybe doing what's it called, Patreon page or something where people could like, where I could make videos like this, and then people could like support me, and so I can spend more time working or on it, and buy like I said, ships and maybe music and whatever. I haven't put it up yet. I'm still thinking about it. And also I have to have time to do it. Like I said, I'm doing job interviews right now. But yeah. Right now all the assets I'm using, like the ships, the asteroids, the nebulas, everything, it's all free stuff. So you can imagine if I could have a little bit of a budget, and actually use some quality stuff on that. it's just not gonna give me any extra systems. Anyway, so let's keep it at that. Yeah, I mean, I like the way the game looks. These systems, they're really beautiful. They're really the thing is, and that's why I started this. I wanted an experience where you can just like boom, go into the game and be swept off your feet with the beauty of nature, the beauty of space, with like sounds that help you enjoy it and get into yeah, some kind of mood where you are just, you can just like all your worries, all the things, all the stress, all your emotional stuff, it just floats away. It helps you relax, and you can just yeah, really chill out for a bit of time in this environment. And that's why I've been really focused on creating these areas, these asteroid fields with all the colors and all the effects and all the lighting and all the stuff going on, so you really yes, really get this experience. And I'm that's my main focus, but I also have to make it in something that you could actually play and do the coding. And I'm doing both simultaneously. And yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you like what I've been doing so far and want to see more of what I'm doing. And yeah, it's really a project about stress relief, also about and one of the reasons that I started this, actually I was talking about some traumatic experiences, and I remembered going into this game in space games with and having this experience where I would just like feel so totally relaxed and totally yeah, chilled out. And I think I want to do something like that with this game. And yeah, I just need the right sounds and the right visuals, the right storyline. Probably with the storyline I can also do more in this kinds of experiences, and working around things like grief, working with traumatic experiences, and just in a very mellow, chilled out way, while you're chilling, while you're relaxing, maybe deal with some of your emotions and things going on in a way that's actually healing you. So I don't know if that's possible, you know, but I can see something here that could work if it's done in the right way. And this is just a big experiment of seeing if I could do something like that with my storylines, with my visuals, with the sound, and with the whole experience. And so yeah, the gameplay is there to give it a shape and a line to which you can continue on through the story. And that's why also when you look at the visuals, right now there's nothing on the screen except for the ship and space, because and a waypoint, of course you need waypoints and stuff, but I really I want even that those waypoints could disappear when you don't need them. I want all the clutter of the screen. I want people to have an open mind, just have this beautiful scenery and sound to experience, and then and focus on like the storyline and things. And yeah, that's kind of the thing I want to work on. And if you know, if I put on like a Patreon or whatever, I hope people will maybe like that idea or like the game or what I'm doing or the visuals, or even gameplay, and I can get some support. That would be great. So yeah, I hope you yeah, I hope you had a nice time. And yeah, I wish you a super great day, and yeah, lots of love, and bye bye, guys.